Hi everyone, this is Heather. Thanks so much for joining me. Today I've got a quick and easy holiday card for you. We're going to be making these cute little bunnies that are playing in the snow. I'm using stamps from the adorable new stamp set from Hello Bluebird called First Snow, but I'm using some of the words, the two bunnies, and one of the snowflakes. I'm also going to be using their coordinating dies. And I have a stitched rectangle die that measures approximately 5 1/8 by 3 3/4. This is from Stampin' Up. And I also have a stitched hillside die, and this is from Amuse Studio. I wanted my colors to be a little kind of non-traditional, and so I thought like a peachy pink would be really cool and would look cute with the bunnies. So I have a piece of 8 1/2 by 11 cardstock cut, scored, and folded in half for my base, and it's kind of a pretty peachy pink. Using the stitched rectangle die, I've cut out 2 rectangles from this really cool cardstock from Momenta. I don't know if I can get the whole pack in here. It is a 12 by 12 pack of cardstock. It has a little bit of sort of a linen texture to it, but it also already has like a distressed kind of whitewashed look on each of the pages, and I really love that look. I think it gives a lot of extra texture and dimension, and you don't need to add anything to it. So I've taken a kind of a creamy color and their pinky peach color, and I've cut them out both with my stitched rectangle die. Using black Memento ink, I've stamped my bunnies on 110-pound weight white cardstock, and I'm going to be using the Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend markers. I have several other videos with these markers if you want to go back and take a look at those and give you a little bit more in-depth information. For my first bunny, I'm going to be using the Fair Skin blend, and I'm going to color in all of the bunny's skin, going to avoid his nose, the inside of his ears, and any little accessories that he has on. With all that filled in, with the lighter shade, I'm going to go in with the darker shade and add some shading and shadowing. I'm kind of pretending that the light is coming from the upper right hand corner, so I'm going to have my shadow be a little bit heavier on the left hand side. With the dark laid down, I'm going to over color just slightly with the medium tone of the Fair Skin blend, kind of blend those two together, and then go back to the lighter color and just blend that all in together so I get a nice smooth blend. For my other bunny, I'm using the brown gray blend, and I'm going to do the same thing that I did on my pink bunny, color in everything but the inside of his ears and his nose with this lighter shade. With the lighter shade laid down, I'm going to do the exact same thing that I did on my peachy colored bunny, and I'm going to go in with the dark and add some shadow. I'm going to overlap and over color with the medium. And once again, back to the light and blend those two together. Moving on to their ears, I'm going to be using the light pale pink blend. I'm going to fill their ears and nose in with that. I'm going to add some of the medium and then kind of blend that back out with the lighter color. I did not use the darker color. I felt like it was just a little bit too dark. For both their little scarves and the one bunny's mittens, I'm using the coral blend. I'm coloring everything in with the lighter shade. I'm adding shade and shadow with the dark. I'm going to go in with the medium. And this is a really small area, so I'm just being really careful to just kind of go over those two shades really lightly. And I'm doing the gloves as well. Go back in and blend that all in together with the lighter color. Using the dark pale pink marker, I want to give them some cute little rosy cheeks. And with a white Signaball pen, I'm going in and just adding a few little lines of shine here and there. It just adds that extra little touch. I really like adding the little dots on the cheeks too. It's just so cute. Now that I'm done coloring, I'm going to use some repositionable tape. I'm going to tape my dies in place around my bunnies. And then I'm also going to take my stitched hillside die and I'm going to die cut it from one end. Then I'm going to rotate it and die cut it again from the other end so that I can have a double hill. Using Petal Pink ink from Stampin' Up, I'm just going to randomly stamp some of the tiny snowflakes all over the background of the pink piece that I die cut earlier. And I only need to do kind of the top half because the rest of it's going to be covered by the hill. Going back to my black Memento ink, I'm going to stamp the snowflake kisses in the upper left-hand corner of the piece with the snowflakes. And on the bottom right-hand corner of my front hill piece, I'm going to stamp "And Winter Wishes." I've applied tape runner to the back of my hills, and I'm just going to line them up. Place this one over top. I've applied tape runner to the back of this piece. I'm going to center that onto my card base. I put foam tape on the back of my bunnies, and I'm just going to place them on the hills. And here is our finished card. I think this is a really quick and easy card to make, so you could sit down and make a whole bunch at once to send out for the holidays. I like using an alternative color rather than kind of just traditional red and green for Christmas. I just think this makes a really fun card. You could also send this for a birthday card for somebody that has a birthday in the winter time. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Be sure to check out my channel and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a happy winter. Bye.